tonight's news.
Hi, my name is Danny, this is my boyfriend Chris, and we just went on a backpacking trip to Escalante and we wanted to tell you about it. This is a part 2 of 2 videos and this is the review, so welcome back.
Thanks for having me.
So where did we go?
So we went on a backpacking trip down to Grand Staircase Escalante National Monument in central Utah. It's pretty far away. We went on a hike called Golden Cathedral through Neon Canyon. So Danny, how many days did it take us to do the hike?
So we did a 2-day backpacking trip where we hiked in, camped, and then hiked out.
Okay. Do you think you could do it in one day?
Yeah, you could definitely do that same trail in one day.
We recommend backpacking it. It's a great trail if you're looking to get away or just for an adventure. I mean, if you're going to drive all the way out there, you might as well stay to enjoy the sight.
How many hours did it take us to hike in and then out?
So the first day we spent about 6 hours driving just to the trailhead. From there it was about a 4-hour hike in. You kind of start up above and hike down. And then we got to the place we were going to camp around 8 p.m. We set up our campsite, we had dinner, we hammocked for a little bit, then we went to bed. The next morning we woke up really early at 6 a.m. thanks to some really loud birds. And from there we got up, packed up, and we hiked out. And it took us about 3 hours hiking out. It was a little bit faster because we were it was early in the morning and we had energy and we just kind of wanted to get out because we knew we had a long drive coming. Yeah. So about 4 hours in, 3 hours out. So how many miles was it?
Probably about 4.5 in, 4.5 out according to the website, but really it took us, I think it was longer according to our watches and our phones. It was closer to 12 total, even though online it says 9.
And what food did you bring?
Okay, so we took some of those freeze-dried meals that are in a bag that you just add hot water to, which were pretty good actually, like surprisingly. We had chicken and mashed potatoes, and then in the morning we had a breakfast skillet with scrambled eggs, sausage, and hash browns. We also took some really cheap food from the grocery store that you just add water to, like a rice packet, some baked beans, and additional mashed potatoes and oatmeal.
And for snacks we had applesauce, fruit snacks, meat sticks, beef jerky, Cliff Bars.
We had mini stroopwafels.
Ooh, yeah, we made this great dessert where you take stroopwafels and then you put mini marshmallows in the middle and then you hold it by the fire and it melts the caramel and roasts the marshmallows and it's a sandwich. How much water did we need?
So we took about 5 liters per person. And I think that was good. We probably had a little bit left over when we got out, but I think about 5 was good for both of us.
Yeah, the recommended amount is 4 liters, and there's even a sign at the beginning of the trail that said 4 liters per person, but we wanted to have a little extra.
How much did your pack weigh?
So I read somewhere online it shouldn't weigh more than 20% of your body weight. So for example, if you weigh 150 pounds, it shouldn't weigh more than 30 pounds. Mine weighed 26 pounds.
Mine was about 30 pounds.
But then once we drank the water, the way out, on our way out, it weighed a lot less.
So if you want more of a detailed list regarding the items that we took backpacking, go ahead and check out another video I made. It's called Essential Backpacking Items, and it's a checklist. It provides an actual list of items you would need, both essential and optional items that might come in handy. It's really a great list, and the video is pretty helpful. That will give you more details regarding what we took on this trip. Go ahead and check it out. This is what the thumbnail looks like.
Is one item that you're glad that you brought?
I was really glad we had that extra water because at one point his camelback leaked a little bit, so it was good to have just additional water just in case. What is something you were happy you had?
I was really happy that I had Danny with me because she was really fun to hike with and we had good conversations and it was just a really good time. And it was our first backpacking trip, so it was fun to be part of that.
That's cute. What's something you wish you had?
I wish I had chapstick because my lips got really chapped, but Danny let me borrow some of hers at the end.
What was the weather like?
It was hot.
Yes.
What was the terrain like?
Well,
the terrain included lots of sand, a little bit of rock face. Down in the canyon there was dirt and a little bit more greenery. Also sandy rock, rocky sand. It's the desert.
Did you have a favorite part about the trip?
I think my favorite part was just getting to the destination, which was the Golden Cathedral. It's this really beautiful, I'm sure Danny will show some pictures of it.
We made it. Look how beautiful. Wow.
Like rock formation where like over time wind and water has made these gigantic holes into the ceiling. So it was really pretty canyon too.
And there was like a little pool of water in the bottom, which was really cool. You could take a quick swim in it. That's where we found a little toad and we named it Baby Yoda. Speaking of wildlife, what did we see?
Lizards. And birds. And snakes. And bugs.
And humans?
And squirrels. Chipmunk things.
What was your favorite part?
My favorite part was the river crossings because that made me feel really adventurous. Plus, it was really nice to take a dip in the cool water after a long hike. And I also really liked the petroglyphs because there were some along the trail towards the end. Those were really cool and historical.
First river crossing. It's gonna be a drop. Just watch. It's not bad. It's up to you. Just ankles. It's a little deeper right now.
Did you need a permit, and were there any fees?
There were no fees. We did not need a permit, but there is a little box at the beginning of the trail. It's like a metal box. You open it up and you fill out a little ledger thing to tell how many people are in your group, what day you left, what day you were expecting to come back, and emergency contact. So that's recommended, but optional. Was it busy or highly trafficked?
No, actually, when we left Friday afternoon, we didn't see a single person the entire night, and we didn't see anyone until we were on the way back out Saturday morning.
Yeah, a lot more people, I guess, just do it in a one-day trip. They weren't backpackers, so they just hiked in and out. There was a lot of people the second day, but the first day, no people. Second day, full parking lot.
So would you recommend this hike?
Yes, would you?
Yes, it was fun. If you want just like kind of an easy single day backpacking, if you're new to it, it was a really easy trail. Or if you want to do it as a day hike, it's very easily done in a single day.
It is way out there though, so prepare to drive a little bit of a distance and make sure that your car is not like low because the road to getting out there has a lot of rocks and it's super bumpy and dirty and it's longer than expected. It's not like a quick 15-minute dirt road. It's like 30 minutes to 45 minutes.
Yeah, so bring a good map and good instructions, and also there's no cell phone service. Oh, and one last pro tip. If you do make it all the way out there, there's a really good coffee shop called Kiva Coffee House that is right on the edge of a canyon that has a beautiful view and really good food.
Shout out LK for recommending.
So here is the route you can take. There's two options. We did the route through Neon Canyon. It was really beautiful and not too rough terrain. Make sure you have good traction on your shoes because there are some parts where you have to actually stay on the rock and make sure you don't slide down. Here's a couple photos, and again, if you want to see what we packed in our packs, go ahead and check out that other video that I made, and thanks for watching. I hope you guys have a great time.
Hello, it's good to be here.
The next morning that we were hiking out, they
Okay, let's like this. Like this. She's walking in the sand. I felt very well prepared.